Hey my loves, welcome back for another video. If you're tuning in for the first time, I'm Ashley and today we're playing in a Brazilian human hair lace wig. The texture is deep curly and of course I slayed her from the gods from start to finish. So if you're interested in seeing how I got this look, keep on watching. For starters, this is my hair. I just cut off about 2 inches right after I gave birth and got home from the hospital, so I'm kind of keeping it in these braids. They look a little shady, but I'm trying not to wash it for like a month straight. I just kind of want to be in my element. But once I am back to washing my hair again, a natural hair video is coming up, so stay tuned for that. As I ramble, I'm showing you a good close-up of the hair itself. This is a 360 lace wig, 180% density, 22 inches in length. They sent over a medium-sized cap and I'm absolutely in love with the texture. As you guys can see, a 360 works well for a high pony if that is what you are looking for. This is the inside construction of the cap. There are 3 combs in the front, one in the back, adjustable straps, and as you guys can see, I cut off the back half of the excess lace, adjusted the straps as tight as they can go, and now we're going to go ahead and cut off one of those combs. This comb in the very center literally will lie right wherever you make your center part. I find that typically these don't necessarily make the parting lumpy, but if you want the flattest, smoothest, most flawless application, it might be a good idea to remove it. That way you don't have a bump, hump, or lump right there in that center parting. Now that we've gotten that all cleared away, I'm going to go ahead and cut off the excess lace. I did go ahead and observe what they provided and it is pre-plucked pretty good, so I did not feel the need to go ahead and pluck the hairline or anything at all. Also, the knots are already bleached and all of that, so it's pretty much ready to go in that sense. So yeah, I just went ahead and cut off the excess lace and we were really good to go. Don't forget to go ahead and customize around the ear, and this is what we have. As you guys can see, it does not lay flat and flush along the hairline. This means that this wig is not a glueless wig. Normally a glueless wig is one that you can wake up in the morning, you can put it on and you can go, and it's going to sit on your hairline flat. This one did not, and it's of course the simple and easy way to fix that is to add an elastic band, but today we're going to just go ahead and apply our adhesive and pretty much keep it pushing. So I did use the Got to Be Glued Free spray, which is my favorite way. I find that this one is least likely to mess up your hairline because it's not glue, it's not a gel, it doesn't really get caught in your hair or anything like that. It just literally will bond the wig down and leave your edges alone. So obviously baby hair is optional, and here's where I messed up. You see how I applied that lotion, the foam lotion, directly onto the lace? This is gonna wet the lace to no end, and it pretty much will lift your adhesive, especially if you're using like a gel or a spray like I am. And I'm gonna have to go back in and fix it, but a lot of times you guys tell me this is your problem, as far as like you're saying that when you use your foam lotion, your lace comes up and it becomes a mess. So I'm going to show you how I fix that in just a moment. But yeah, the foam lotion worked amazing to go ahead and create baby hair. Again, it's pre-plucked, so the baby hair looks amazing. My wig did not bond down completely around the edges just because I have long sideburns, so I kind of finessed it with swoops around so that you cannot see. But of course, if you want yours flat and flawless and bonded completely around those sideburns, be sure to use an actual glue like Ghost Bond or Isha. I highly recommend the Isha glue. It's one of my favorites. But we're gonna do a center part today. You guys also tell me all the time that you guys have trouble getting the perfect parting, trust me, I do cut clips. It does take me a minute to get the part super perfect, but I do not give up until it is exactly how I want it. You just have to be patient and not really get frustrated. And as you guys can see, here's what I realized: the wig is coming up because I put too much of a liquid on that lace. So I'm going to go ahead and style the front and the crown of my head, and then we're going to go ahead and lay that down all over again. If there's one task that's super hard, it is to install a wig without using my electric hot comb. I absolutely love this thing. Even though we're going with the curly hair and we're going for a semi-wet look, I still feel like this made a huge difference in making the crown look super flat. I personally believe it's all about preference, but I do find that when my hair is curly from like root to tip, when it comes to my lace wigs, it just looks a lot more wiggy. Of course, we know it's a wig and there's no finesse in that, but of course I want it to just look like it's coming out of my scalp and try to make it look good. But as you guys can see, the wig is not bonded down anymore, so all I did was I reapplied my Got to Be Glued spray. I'm gonna hold it down to kind of get it to apply or adhere as much as possible, but when I move it, it is gonna move because the lace is completely wet, again because I did put all of that foam lotion there. You guys watch my previous videos, you guys know normally I spoon the or pour the foam lotion onto the baby hair brush little by little and swoop the baby hair with that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch like my last 2 install videos and you'll see exactly what I do, because that's pretty much what I do on every video. And because the lace is still wet, even though I applied the gel, I went ahead and applied a scarf and let that pretty much re-dry while I went ahead and did my makeup, and that worked out perfect because now it's completely dry and completely bonded down. If you find that you have any excess glue or gel hanging out on your forehead, just take a little bit of alcohol and kind of clean it up with like a Q-tip, and that'll work amazing. But do not get the alcohol on the lace because the alcohol will lift your gel. Now that we've saturated the hair and got it semi-damp, I'm going to add my Aussie Moist. Whenever I am doing curly hair, normally I will use either a conditioner, a moisturizing conditioner specifically, or I'll use a mousse. Most likely I use a mousse, especially in the summertime, but now that we're going into the colder months, I find that something a little bit heavier and thicker like a moisturizing conditioner will get you through the colder months a little bit better. And I also find that when I use like a conditioner, it also smells so good, so when people walk past you, they're gonna smell it and they're gonna be pleasantly happy that you used it. I don't know, that was pretty corny, but this is the look. As you guys can see, I really didn't use a brush or like a dimming brush or anything to comb out the hair. I used my fingers in the entire video, so that's pretty much how I did it, and there was no tangling. Of course it sheds a little bit just naturally, but it wasn't no excess you know, shedding or anything crazy going on with the hair. And then to set it off, I'm going to go ahead and add my contour powder. And this is pretty much the final look. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Link to this wig is in the description box as always. As well, they gave me a coupon code for you guys. Use code Ashley at checkout and get money off. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, share this video with your friends, like it, you know, all that stuff. There is a wig sale coming up this weekend, so stay tuned for that. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Smooches!